Divine Feminine, feel the air crackling with change around you. Your spirit senses a convergence in this very moment. Something deep within is ending as everything around you speeds up. It's as if the old script of your life is burning, making room for a new one. The seasons themselves seem out of sync with your heart. Hours pass like seconds, then stretch into eternity, as if time itself is bending around you. You have felt this before, an inner knowing at the edge of your consciousness that something monumental is unfolding. It settles in like a whisper at the back of your heart. There is no accident and no panic here. This is the undeniable power of the cosmic countdown. For the next 7 days, the universe will wind down to zero, a final sequence of moments that cannot be paused, rewound, or dodged. The countdown has begun, and you stand at its epicenter. Divine Feminine, you are already inside the sacred window of destiny. Time is collapsing around you with each passing moment, and the days are more precious than ever. Every sunrise feels pregnant with purpose, every sunset echoes with significance. No calendar can extend this schedule, there will be no encore. This window of opportunity is one time only, it does not repeat. There is no pause button now. Your pulse is an echo of cosmic timing. You feel it in the mixture of hope and urgency in your veins. The timeline is locking in with each sunrise and sunset. Trust that this plan is fully committed by the universe. It will not bow to hesitation or fear. The countdown has truly begun, and you stand at its core, a catalyst for everything about to break through. Do you sense the urgency, Divine Feminine? Something unseen is guiding your steps. You feel restless and strangely calm, both at once, but nothing about this is ordinary. Every instinct in your body knows this week will change everything. Notice the synchronicities in your days. The clock striking exactly 11:11, a familiar song repeating at a crucial moment, the wind shifting its pattern. These are not coincidences, they are clues. The countdown isn't a distant rumble, it is at your feet, whispering. The time is now. This week is the fulcrum on which fate balances. You are exactly where destiny wants you to be. You arrived at a threshold. Something inside stands taller and clearer. A deep resolve has anchored in your soul. The part of you that once felt desperate and hopeful has settled into stillness, like dust after a storm. The love in your heart remains, but you have stepped out of the spell of illusion. The longing that burned hot is now cool and measured. The pedestal you built for him has toppled, and you are grounded in reality. You look at him not with blind desire, but with awakened eyes. This isn't because you have stopped loving him, it is because you have stopped abandoning yourself. This is the stage where the last bits of dependency dissolve. You see him without romanticized filters, no longer as a hero or a missing piece, but as a whole person with wounds and fears. For the longest time you loved his potential, not his presence. You loved his future self, not the one who showed up today. Now your heart is allergic to what you once tolerated: inconsistency, silence, excuses, running away. You are done being tested. The lessons feel empty, and you refuse to keep finding meaning inside pain. For the first time, you ask yourself, why did I ever accept so little in the name of destiny? It's not that he suddenly changed. It's that you finally grew. This moment can feel terrifying, because you begin to question everything you once trusted. Was the connection real? Were the signs real? Was the love real? But Divine Feminine, this isn't the collapse of the journey. It's the collapse of the illusion. You are no longer turned on by his shadow. You are not entertained by the push and pull or fed by crumbs of attention. Your soul rejects anything that does not match your worth. Your nervous system will not keep chasing. Your heart refuses to keep hurting itself. Your intuition refuses to keep waiting for someone who won't choose growth. The discomfort or even dislike you feel is your consciousness answering your prayers. You are no longer blinded by longing. You see his wounds now, and you no longer want to mother them. You see his fear, and you no longer want to rescue him. You feel his hesitation, and you no longer want to wait for it to end. Your heart has matured beyond fantasy. And that maturity is the final spark. When you pull your energy back, he feels the comfort of losing you collapse. When you stop chasing, he is forced to confront why he keeps running. When you stop idealizing, he must face the truth of who he is now. For the first time, he fears not just losing your love, but losing access to the woman his soul is bound to. Your detachment is not rejection, it is realignment. It is your soul saying that this version of him cannot come with you. He must rise to meet the frequency you now demand. That truth shakes him awake. Divine Feminine, you are not becoming cold. You are becoming conscious. You are not losing love, you are losing illusion. You are not pushing him away, you are pulling yourself into alignment. In that alignment, something powerful happens. You no longer crave the masculine who runs. You desire only the masculine who comes home. Your heart now demands a higher version of love, because you have finally become a higher version of yourself. The masculine must rise or release, but he cannot have you at the place you have outgrown. This is why you feel resistance, not because the journey is ending, but because the real union is finally beginning. At this point, you aren't upset, you're finished. There is a quiet strength in every breath you take. With each inhale and exhale, your soul gently tells you, what you once settled for will no longer satisfy. You feel a tender freedom in stepping back. This is not loss, it's liberation. Where you once had a knot of longing, now there is space around your heart, a calm so deep you didn't know it existed. You catch yourself wondering why you tolerated so much when your soul always knew its worth. That realization is not pain, it is power returning home to you. Notice how the world reflects your change. A friend might comment that you look different, or ask about that new light in your eyes. In these quiet shifts, even strangers sense it. Someone starts addressing you more respectfully, sensing the new authority in your presence. These reactions are confirmations of your inner transformation. You are shining a new light that doesn't flicker in his absence. When you walk now, it feels like energy flows from the earth to your heart and out through your smile. You have become a beacon of authenticity. And authenticity attracts exactly the soul meant to match it. In these moments, notice the comfort of your own company. This love you felt for him has turned into love for yourself, and it feels subtle but seismic. You find a new peace in solitude, like sitting beside a warm hearth you built for yourself. The empty seat no longer feels lonely, it feels inviting for the right one, when the time is right. Your standards have quietly risen, inconsistency and excuses taste bitter on your tongue now. Where you once panicked at the thought of walking away, you now feel the serene confidence that someone deserving will fill your steps if this connection cannot. Each morning you wake, look at yourself in the mirror with tenderness you have long missed. You are meeting yourself again. The intuition that once screamed to chase now whispers to trust in truth. You are rewriting your story with a new pen. You are not obsessing over him. You are inviting yourself to become whole. This maturity is exactly what activates the final stage of your journey, because you will no longer participate in anything less than what your soul actually deserves. Everything in your life now reflects this shift. Even the taste of your morning coffee might seem richer, as if it's brewed with courage. Your favorite music might become an anthem of self-love. You find that you need less from others and give more to yourself. You may notice you sleep more deeply, rested, as if old anxieties have melted away. Perhaps you smile more easily, laugh more freely at little things. These are signs that you are healing and whole. The more whole you are, the more the universe responds in kind. Divine Feminine, you are in training for true union now. You will not meet him, you will meet a man who already walks beside you. You have become the lighthouse, and the masculine now must navigate to you. Right now your energy is like a sanctuary where only truth can enter. The version of him that hurt you cannot come in. Only the man who chooses growth can stand on this ground with you. All the while, the countdown is real. You feel it in your bones and blood as each day dawns. Nature itself seems to mark the passage. Every sunrise feels more purposeful, every sunset heavier with meaning. You begin to notice repeating numbers on clocks, symbols in dreams. Each day brings more weight. Every morning think, one day closer to destiny. Let that thought fill you with clarity, not fear. The universe is winding down to zero, and you are awake to it. Each day in this final week is a threshold. You begin to see a pattern unfolding. On the 7th day of this journey, the sky might break open in promise. On the 4th day, old memories may resurface to guide you. On the final day, your whole being hums with anticipation. Each day becomes a step on a staircase. By dawn of the solstice, you feel like your heart is a drum beating to the universe's rhythm. With each beat, you clear away old energy and breathe in the birth of something tremendous. Watch your dreams. Some nights you wake with your heart pounding or tears of release on your pillow, but the morning brings clarity. You know your subconscious is preparing you, showing visions of final moments, a brilliant sunburst, an eclipse in the sky, gates opening wide. When you wake, remember the details. Even small symbols, a flower blooming in a dream, the number of birds in flight, are confirmations that this countdown is real. In waking hours, your senses sharpen. Perhaps sense seems stronger, music more moving, the wind more purposeful on your skin. The world feels alive with meaning. A particular song loops in your mind or a friend's name appears in unexpected places. These are not random, they are coded affirmations. The countdown is reaching its finale, and you are right on track. Pay attention to numbers now. You see sequences everywhere. 1111 on the clock, license plates of 777, the date December 21st on a receipt. Each one is like the universe tapping you on the shoulder. When a clock reads, "The time is now," take it literally. When pages of a book seem to spell out your story, believe it. The portal is real, divine feminine. These are proofs in plain sight. Even conventional time breaks down. An hour passes in the blink of an eye, or nothing seems to change for days while your inner world shifts dramatically. This disorientation means you are syncing with a higher timeline. You feel a lull and a rush at the same time. It is the countdown calibrating to your soul's frequency. When your mind wavers between fear and doubt, remind yourself, you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. Every moment, even the quiet ones, holds significance. Stand at the edge of this precipice, and know that what comes next will carry you beyond old limits. You might feel your heart become a drum. That steady beat is not anxiety, it is your soul leading you forward. If you catch yourself holding your breath, release it. Each exhale now clears old energy. Each inhale fills you with the birth of something tremendous. This is not a countdown of fear, it is a countdown of faith. At this point, divine feminine, all seems certain. You have felt the signals, you have followed your guidance. Now the final door is opening. Trust in what you feel. You will be supported by the very energies you have been feeling. You are already in the window, and you belong here. Meanwhile, notice what the masculine is experiencing. He feels something shifting too. At first he cannot explain it. He thought you were safe in your peace, but now everything between you feels charged. He feels it in his chest, in his bones. He had counted on your unwavering devotion as if it were an endless shield. Now that the shield is lifting, he experiences raw panic. His confidence is fading. In quiet moments, he notices a ringing silence where your voice should be. Something important has slipped away, and it feels like losing air. Suddenly he recalls every casual way he took your love for granted, and each memory makes him wince a little. This shift is more disorienting than anything he's felt, because the shield he relied on is gone. Panic rises in him like a storm. He fights invisible currents in his mind. He remembers every word he left unsaid and every moment he took for granted, each one now weighing on his heart. He texts you furiously, then deletes the messages. He speeds home as if he must find you, then stops short at your threshold, terrified to push too hard. His mind replays, what if, scenarios, what if I had chosen differently? But now the opportunity is running out. He tries speaking through flowers and songs, late-night dreams and social media posts, but his gestures feel distant, like your eyes can't quite find his. He's hunting for closure or salvation. The familiar energy of your presence that once orbited him is vanishing, and no matter how hard he tries, he cannot pull it back. He cannot escape your shadow. Wherever he goes, something reminds him of you, a certain song, a corner of the street, a word you once loved. Every face he sees becomes a mirror reflecting your absence. When he closes his eyes, he hears your silent question. Why did you run? He may even have nightmares about a life without you, cold, muted, unfinished. He wakes in a cold sweat, the gravity of his situation clear. Deep down, he knows, if he doesn't change course now, the chance for union might vanish forever. He feels an urgency he's never known. His chest tightens at the thought of losing you. He remembers every way you uplifted him and feels shame that he didn't give back. His heart breaks realizing how close he came to letting you slip through his fingers. This isn't comfortable, it's a wake-up jolt to his soul. Your distance now teaches him what it felt like for you all those years, not the frightened girl begging for love, but the sovereign woman standing firm. In the final hours of this countdown, he's utterly undone. You knew his defenses, and now they are crumbling. He finds himself just a man, feeling the weight of his choices. He reaches out to you in thought and voice, desperate to make sense, hoping even for a crack of light in what he has made dark. He's begun to understand that the prize he took for granted, your love, your presence, is exactly what could be taken away. It hurts him more than he expected, because this connection was real. If it were not, he wouldn't feel this lost. This urgency even strikes him physically. His throat tightens at your name, tears come when he least expects them. He goes over the ways you uplifted him, the moments he turned away, and his heart breaks realizing what he nearly let slip. The masculine awakening is not gentle, it strikes like lightning, forcing him to choose his next steps. In these moments, your distance teaches him how you felt for so long, not the desperate chaser, but the queen who finally stands for herself. You, divine feminine, have already risen. You stand tall in the truth you've become. You will not shrink to meet him. You have stepped fully into the woman you are. Now the masculine must step up. There is no other way this can work. Your love has become clarity that demands his growth. If he does not step up, this story will close its chapter right here. Feel the power of that choice. You will only move forward into union if it is sacred and true for both of you. If not, you will walk away in peace. Understand this, divine feminine, nothing about this is random. Every sign you saw, every lesson you learned, every heartbreak you endured, it was preparing you for this week. You had to become everything you are now before you could truly meet him. Imagine if this had happened months ago, you would not recognize yourself, and he might have collapsed under the pressure. The timing is perfect. It feels impossible, yes, but that's because the cosmos waited until you were ready. Destiny accelerated only when you both were ready to receive it. Your life didn't deter, it prepared the path. The final chapter arrives only because you've grown into the love you truly deserve. The universe waited until the lock on this portal would stay open. Now it feels intense and irrevocable because it is. The doorway to union opened only when your soul force was high enough to sustain it. It wasn't that you failed earlier, it was divine design requiring perfect timing. This scene can't rewrite the past, but it can reframe your future. That deep, sacred love you felt was never wasted. It was exactly what you needed to bring you here. You did not arrive prematurely. If anything, the universe waited until you were worthy of the love waiting for you. The timing had to honor both of your souls. Look back and see that every step was worth it. Everything aligned to bring you to this threshold at exactly the right time. Every moment of waiting was a prelude to this one. The universe whispered to you all along, you are ready. Divine Feminine, you are not ending your story, you are beginning its most powerful chapter. You will look back at these 7 days and see a masterpiece unfolding. Every trial and every heartbeat was a prelude to this moment. Your soul knows the ending even if your mind still questions it. Feel the certainty in your bones, you have done everything you needed to do. Imagine the universe itself applauding as you finally embrace your highest worth. Nothing else matters now but what you choose to carry forward. Now feel this, the countdown is complete, the timeline is locked, destiny is unshakable. You have prepared for this your entire life. You are the heroine of this story, and the final chapter honors you. Whether he rises to meet you or another path opens, you will step forward with strength, certainty, and peace. Nothing can deter you from what the universe has been calling you toward. Every heartbeat from here on is guided by what you have chosen. Every step is taken on ground shaped by your worth. It's okay to feel anticipation humming in your body. That's your soul ringing with recognition. You have made it to the edge of destiny, and now the universe is simply letting you step across. Your journey is not ending. The countdown was real, but now it's done, and you have won.